Starting. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Let's see how that works. See how that. We're not doing the like this. This not right. Anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming back. Thank you for coming in. Yesterday ended a bit contentiously. I got a lot of negative criticism about yesterday, which we can discuss. People did not like what I said. They didn't. Some of them didn't quite understand exactly what I said, and maybe the other ones did understand it. But again, I was called a apologist. There you go. I'm looking smart. I'm wearing a white shirt. As it gets colder, I'll be able to wear all my long sleeve shirts. I've already worn out. I've overworn the other shirts. So today is, oh my God, I don't even know what today is. I have totally not prepared. I've totally not prepared. But hold on a second. Let me write down what the show's going to be. Today is show 72, 71. It's the 20th of August, 2025, and I weigh 78.6 kilograms, which we will discuss because I ate last night and I feel horrible. I felt this, I really was bad. Remember I had these brioche buns. I bought like 10 brioche buns in a bag, and they weren't even good brioche buns. And I had them in my freezer, so they were frozen. But they weren't that frozen. I don't know, there's something about it that maybe you can't freeze rapeseed, hydrogenated oil. But I had like 2 or 3 of them at 1 o'clock in the morning, or maybe 12 o'clock. And it was really bad. Thank you very much. I'm not well prepared for this. I wasn't well prepared for what I said yesterday, and people did not like what I said yesterday. So every person who's here, I thank you for coming back. I thank you for coming back. I wasn't quite happy with what I said. 20th of August. It's like Hitler's birthday today. No, it's not Hitler's birthday. Anyway, so I said something last night that maybe it doesn't need any clarification. I stand by it unless you tell me what you think I said, and then I'll either deny saying that or I'll say, yes, I said that. I'm a horrible person. This is why I'm not a big star. You have to, you know that already. You know that. I know I look like somebody, oh, he's a big star in New York. He's a big star here. I'm not a big star because I say things that really bother people, as you all do, probably. You might want to hear me say something that I should not say. I denied women the vote. That wasn't even the thing that bothered people. Yes. I didn't deny them the vote. I'm saying they should be prevented from voting. Is that denying the vote? I said that's the root of all the problems, is denying them the vote. Is that women voting is the root of all problems. We can discuss that too. We could discuss that. I've already been told maybe I should move on from this discussion because it's problematic. But those are the 2 things I said. I said about women, and I spoke about responsibility of children for bad things that happen. And I did not say that children should have the responsibility for bad things that happen, and men should not be held responsible, or women, or older women. I did not say that. I said that, adults have responsibility, but also, maybe we shouldn't discuss this because it's just, I'm not that good at discussing it. But that's what I was saying. I was saying, I had kids, and you have to say to them, no, don't do that. And even though they're kids, even if they're 5 or 10 or 15 years old, and they go against what you say, you have to punish them. That's the hardest thing about being a parent, is knowing whether, just let it go. We got other things to worry about, or how much you have to punish them, basically. Children need punishment. They have to. And the problem with our society today is there is not enough punishment. And parents are not allowed to punish their children. And especially men parents are not allowed to punish their children. And when I say punish, I don't mean like beating them up entirely, like that. I mean that they, you tell your kid, stay in the back garden. Don't talk to that guy on the other side of the fence. And let's say they talk to the guy on the other side of the fence. Let's say they're 10 years old, and they talk to the guy on the other side of the fence, and a whole big to-do happens because he's a bad guy. Well, what do? You say, anyway, Warmelian is here. So that's a good change. I've not seen you in a while. Thank you, Warmelian. You have to do something to the child so that they don't. Back in the day, you used to smack them, whatever it is, around the head. Whatever but you have to do something. You got to say no pudding for you. You can't have your pudding because you didn't eat your beef. That's training people how to eat properly, and that's why we're also fat. The kids are being told for the new academic year not to talk to illegal immigrants now. Yes, you shouldn't talk to them. Too many of them. I mean, yeah, don't talk to them. I don't say talk to them, but I mean, it's like they're illegal. They're criminals. They're in the country illegally, so they should be kicked out. Anyway, so that's what I hope I've answered the question here. Obviously, you guys do not care. Do you care about the point that I made? I'm not sure. Yeah, communist Laos isn't like anything you're describing. Jim Johnson's here. Yes, consequences, natural or parental, imposed privileges revoked. Yes, and that's what makes, you hate to say it, some parents get a little bit carried away, and some parents don't do anything, but you got to do something. Stephen's here. This is somebody new, Stephen, from Scotland. Where in Scotland are you from, Stephen? Anyway, so I'm not saying we need discipline, and it's an ironic, I mean, is that the word? Is it ironic for me to be discussing this? Because I am very undisciplined, and I need a smack around the head. Okay? I need a smack around the head. People, but we need, I mean, and it's all been caused by women. Sorry. You're in Glasgow. There you go. I've been to Glasgow many times. I performed in Glasgow a few times. And it's a beautiful city, Glasgow. Reminds me of New York a lot. Don't beat yourself up, says Reuben. We are a broad church here. We are Schafferettes. Thank you very, very, very much. I didn't feel it last night. I felt like I was going too far. And then I got sent a message from somebody that says, why do you have to destroy all the good things? Like I was destroying the show because I said what I said. That's what she said to me. And I thought, yeah, maybe I did. Maybe I should be a bit more cautious of what I'm saying. I mean, especially the people who've got kids. Warmellian, she says, the Kinsey Club, they don't care about Lewis Schaffer anymore. And I'm with you. I'm a Kinsey person. I don't know if she was here yesterday. Glasgow reminds you of New York because a lot of the movies are made there pretending to be New York. That's not exactly the reason, Maltese Phil. It looks like New York, so they make movies there pretending to be New York. It isn't like, I misinterpret what New York looks like. I think it's Glasgow, but it's not really. No, it looks like New York. Great, raw, and decent people, but Keir Starmer's ruined it with immigration. Yeah, ruined it. Yeah, mass immigration. Yeah. But, it's happening in so many countries around the world. Why is it happening in all these countries? Did it just happen to happen in all these countries? Mass immigration? No, because we've been taken over by Team World, and war needs to be declared. I shouldn't say this, but whatever. Team World is the enemy of the British people. It's the enemy of the French people. It's the enemy of the Italians. In Canada, it's a total mess. I think Lucy was angry the most. Yeah, she was quite angry. She's angry at me a lot, Lucy. And she's right most of the time. But I don't think, I believe that if you're 15 years old of any sex and you have sex with your teacher and it's going to cause major problems if it gets found out, you have to be held somewhat responsible, not equally responsible to the adult, but somewhat responsible. That's the word, somewhat. I still don't let my kids have a pudding if they don't eat their tea. Claire, they're a bit too old now, but I don't care. I hate waste. Yeah, well, why should we give you food if you want pudding? But nowadays it's you go make your own. You make your own tea, and the kids make whatever they want to make, and then that's what they have. So I think I believe in what I'm saying, and I hope you believe it. I'm not saying people who do bad things, and I believe if you're a teacher and you're told do not mess with the students, and you mess with a student, you're doing a bad thing. So I think Anybody? Oh my God, Stephen just subscribed. So thank you, Stephen, up there. That's really brilliant. That's so good. So I believe that if you've been told not to do something and you're a teacher, you say, hey, one of the rules of working here at this school is you can't mess with the students, even if they are really good looking and really not. Whatever they are, you can't mess with them. They should be punished. Maybe they should lose their job. Or maybe, I don't know about being put in prison, put in prison. But if you're a student and you've been told your teacher cannot do anything with you, does it say 1,001? I think we're up above 1,001. What have you heard? I've heard. I don't know how many it says here. It says 1,000 here. 1,000 here. I don't know. Can anybody find out? There we go. That's that. How come this is not on? Is this like delayed or something? I think this is delayed. Are you watching on YouTube? What does that mean, Mark? Or maybe I shouldn't ask. What is Mark asking? Kerry gives a good dessert, I reckon. Let's be nice. I don't know what that means. I think it's like 1,008, Alex. Well, that's more than 1,000. I already applied for something, so that's a good thing. I had a dirty call last night after the show, says Ruben. Yeah. Well, I mean, who's it with? Can you record it and play it for me? Anyway, so we got Stevens from that. Thank you very much. Can everybody else go up there and like this thing if you're gonna like this thing? I was really afraid because I know what you're thinking, that I could handle anything, but I can't handle anything. I can't handle anything. If you say, Lewis, you're a bad person, okay? If you're a bad person, I go, yeah, I'm a bad person, okay? That's what I feel. I feel like I'm a bad person. And I do bad things. I try not to do too many bad things. But then you get so worked up on it, like a teenager who goes to France with her teacher. You know. I mean, luckily my boys have been all right. Have you gotten into any trouble? No, this one's gotten into no trouble. Ruben, you are a lovely and kind person. Ruben, there's the YOU''RE. I'm trying to be. I don't think I am. I don't think I am a lovely and kind person. I think I'm a bit of a, I don't know how much of a pervert. And that's why I come on this thing, so people can say, oh, you're a good guy. I'm not such a good guy. Because I said what I said, and as I'm saying it yesterday, I thought to myself, she's not going to like it. Lucy, especially, is not going to like it. Please move Why? Why do we have to move on, Joodles? Why? I would like to be bad. Yeah, don't we? Especially guys. Have you been watching that program? I'd like to be bad. I'm not talking myself down. Yeah, she would very upset, and I knew she would go upset, and I knew whenever you discuss about, let's say, the responsibility of children, okay, and it's like, oh, you're an RAP apologist, okay? That's what, people are going to say that. Am I right? Warmilla, you are a bad person, Lewis. We come here for your antics. That's also the thing, too. I think to myself, if I say what's on my mind, people are going to say, we want to listen to what this is. Lewis is my second name, a great wee island off the coast of Scotland. Yes, and my name is spelled Lewis because my grandfather was named Louis, Louis. And my mother, in the Jewish faith, you can't name your kid after a living relative. So she named me Lewis, and because it sounded very Britishy, very, very Britishy, yeah. Claire comes in, and she's always good. Claire, she says, Lewis, I think you're lovely, Lewis. But whenever you see someone who thinks that they are lovely, they're usually horrible people. Can you think of people who think bad, like Michael Jackson, 1988, the song? Carrie loves Lewis. Lewis is my favorite name. She's fighting with Claire for the love of Lewis Schaffer. I'll come back tomorrow. Hope you're not down on yourself. I'm not down on myself. I'm just these are problems. You say something and to people you like, and every one of you people, believe it or not, I like you because you're here. I shouldn't like you. I should be above you. If I was like somebody famous, I'd have hundreds and hundreds. We got over 40 viewers. I'd have hundreds and hundreds of viewers. Okay? Hundreds, thousands, maybe billions. Okay? But the point is, I don't want to hurt your feelings. I should say, you know what? I don't care about you. I don't care, but I do care. I do care. I hope you care about me. I hope we care about each other. I hope we care about each other. I never have to report creepy colleagues. They were never reported to the police. I have had to report creepy colleagues. But we got rid of quietly to save embarrassing the school. Yeah. But then if you do get rid of people quietly, then it becomes like a Church of England thing. And they say, well, how come you didn't do anything about it? Now you got to make a big to-do about it. I've got a friend of mine who's a comedian. He won some money because he was sexually abused at one private school up there. And I don't know where it was, Sheffield, Leeds or something. So I don't know. And Leanne is here. Beautiful Leanne. So we're happy to see her. Don't worry, Lewis. We all love you. I'm not worried. And this is the other thing that people don't understand. They don't understand that I am expressing what's going on in my brain. And I'm pretty sure every single one of you thinks the exact same thing a lot of the time. Do you not? Do you not? Phoenix is here. That's someone who's, are you new? You've been here before a couple of times. The name Phoenix. Where are you from, Phoenix? Tell us all about yourselves. And who are my favorite comedians? The rule of this thread is if you're going to ask me a question, you got to say what your answer is. You got to say, Lewis, who's your favorite comedian? My favorite comedian is Lee Mack. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Hey, still not smoking, Lee Joe, she says, Leanne. That's really great. Billy Connolly. Yes, Maltese Phil loves Billy Connolly. Yeah, he was great. You know, my friend Rose, she loved Billy Connolly. She loved Billy Connolly. She didn't think that I was her favorite comedian. Claire lies and says I'm her favorite comedian. But that's nice of her. I like Lewis Schaffer, Nick Dixon, Paul Cox, Stephen Allen, Christo Fufas. Yeah, that's nice. That's all of the headliners, people. Yes, Lewis, I've considered my despotic plans should I ever become a leader of the intergalactic empire. Many times. Yeah, many times. I don't know what that, did I ask a question about that? But that's still good. Sean Locke was another really funny one. When I came to this country, I've said this before, when I came to this country, I did not think that British people were funny. I didn't think it's, I didn't think you were as funny as the New York comics, that I was working with. Or me. And I didn't think it was that funny or interesting or personal. And then I grew to know the audience. I learned about the audience. And I saw how hard it was to be a comedian here. Bill Hicks, yeah, he's not one of my favorites, but he was all right. Bill Hicks was a scream joodle, says too. Sean Locke was brilliant. He's my favorite comedian. I work with, the last gig that I did, being married to my wife, I'm at work with Jack D. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Jack D. Hating it. But thanks, honey. Okay, let's see what's going on. Am I a fan of Bernard Manning? I'm more of a fan now than when I first saw him. Yeah, no, I can't watch him because he's so fat. I don't know whether you know this about me, Phoenix, but I'm against people being even a little overweight. I'm really dogmatic about it. And Bernard Manning, you could just smell the diabetes on the guy. Lewis Schaffer is an alternative comedian. He's not funny. Yes, that case could be made. That I'm not, I don't know. Am I a comedian now? Is this me being funny? I don't know what, I don't think it's me. It's me just trying to talk and to listen to you people. Lee Mack is hopeless, surely. No, Lee Mack is a great guy. Sorry. He's one of those people. He's just a good guy. Joodles. So Mark J, speaking to Joodles, I'm sure I love them because they're one of my favorite, we talk about Tato snacks. Whose book, Stephen, called American Scream? Oh, Bill Hicks. Not a big fan of Bill Hicks. Not a big fan. Not a horrible, I mean, He does. Les Dawson, Bernard Manning, the Zingo. So Zingo, like, she's old school. Kenny Everett was hilarious, says Claire. That's old school too. And he died. He died of gayness or whatever he died of. I don't know. He was gay. He was quite gay. I saw you say that about diabetes on a video last night, Lewis. You told someone they smelt of diabetes. Yeah, well, you can smell of diabetes. If it smells bad down there, or if your breath smells bad, or if your toenails smell bad, you're smelling bad from diabetes. It's all elevated blood sugar. That's who it is. I thought Eric Morecambe was funny. Yeah, I don't know the difference between Eric and the other one. Eric and Ernie, I don't know the difference. Yeah, and every taste, every comedian's taste, but British comedy has. I don't even know if it's gotten better because there are so many. All the comedians on TV, which are controlled by the BBC. Frankie Boyle, not a huge fan anymore. Not a huge fan. But all the comedians that are on TV, they're all BBC authorized comedians. So how could they be good? BBC bad. BBC's the second worst thing about this country. Eric was the comedy. Ernie was the straight guy. Yeah. Okay. Well, like yeah, that's a good way. Eric was the comedy. Yeah. Okay. And Ernie was. I'm see if I can remember that. I won't be able to remember that. Morecambe and Wise were brilliant. Yeah, it was very hard to be a comedian in this country. Because first of all, let's talk about you people mostly. You all think you're funnier than the comedians. That's what you do. You think you're funny. And when you think you're funny, it's hard to perform comedy when the audience is sitting there and you're waiting to say something funny. There's a pause. Tommy Cooper I enjoy too. Well, I would say my comedy is a bit like Tommy Cooper. You think, is he competent? Does he know what a joke is? And maybe I do, and maybe I don't. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. I'm feeling a bit dizzy. Maybe I should get my eyeglasses. I like Tommy. Frankie lost it when he went woke, Steven says. I was thinking that too. He went woke. And then he made fun of that woman because she had a big nose. You know, that's not right. That's not right. I smell of a gorilla's armpit, says Zingo. Yeah, you probably have a high-carb diet. You have a high-carb diet. I like Lewis because of his views on Team World, doctors, medicine, and liberty. I don't care if he isn't funny because these issues are serious. Yeah, like when I'm on the TV, I want to scream. Thank you. That is really nice, Vatanai's music. I mean, but, you know, I've been yelled at a lot. And Rose used to yell at me. She says, it's comedy, Lewis. You're a comedian. You're not a political commentator. And she was right. She's right. It's comedy. I got to remind myself, like what I said last night about women and responsibility. You got to make it funny. And if anyone says Russell Howard is their favorite comedian, they're getting blocked, says Alan Williams. It's personal preference. I personally like the guy. Jackie Mason is the only one. He's great, Jackie Mason. Maybe Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor was amazing. He was like trying to be so honest. That's the kind of comedy that I like. I want to be here. I want to be here. And I want to say whatever's on my mind. And you smell of Morrison's trifles, which is just sugar and fat, whatever. Fat isn't bad, but the sugar is bad. But the fat could be bad if it's rapeseed oil, Zingo. I know I'm hard work, but it's much appreciated. You're not hard work. You are lovely, lovely, lovely Leanne. Keir Starmer is my favorite comedian. Yeah, well, he's the scariest one of them all. Scary. Thank you, Warmelian. And yeah, that could be making a joke. Yes, that was a funny joke. If you shout things, they're funny, Alan. Yeah. Cressida was on Free Speech with Josh Howie. She's great, Cressida. She really is much funnier than you'd think she would be. Don't mean it that way. But she's great. Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor were great stand-up comics. I'm not so sure about Eddie Murphy as much, but Richard Pryor, he set himself on fire and then he spoke about it. That's a great comedian. But you're not going to die on stage. That was how awful when Tommy died and the audience didn't know. Yeah. Well, he had diabetes too and he's an alcoholic. Who knows what he died of? That's what I'm trying to do with you people. I'm trying to prevent you from dying. Please do not die. How do we not die? We don't die. We don't die because we don't eat carbs. That's why we're healthy people. I didn't know, Joe. I remember watching it, laughing my head off. Yeah, and he died. There's that song, These Are People Who Died. They were all my friends, and they died. You know who that song is? That's Jim Carroll from New York. Ricky Gervais is my favorite. Stuart, good to see you. He's one of the, he's actually getting better and better, and he actually has a lot of bravery, and he's fat, and he's a vegan, which I don't like, and he's a diabetic. He just doesn't look that good. So, you can't like everything about somebody. I smell of olive oil and garlic. Well, garlic is toxic, and is it whatever it is? It's like an antibacterial. You don't want to be eating garlic, and you smell of olive oil, and olive oil oxidizes. It's not the worst of the oils, but it's not that great. Keith Bexley comes in and says, I can't think of my favorite, but Dave Chappelle was great. Yes, he is great. He is great. He's great. He is great. He is great. He is great. There are lots of great comments. Jim Johnson. It's always good to see Jim Johnson's name. Jim comes from America, so he's like, do you find this interesting? Jim Johnson, talk about like British comedians, whatever. Yep, everything that comes out of their mouths is a joke. Who is you talking to, Kerry? Olive oil is nice. You think it's nice. It's got a bitter taste to it. The longer it stays in, the bitter it gets. And you think you're actually eating something that's healthy. But it's not going to kill you. But it's not that good either. And it goes bad very quickly. And I heard that 90% of all the olive oil sold in this country are made with non-olive oil ingredients. It's cheating. Jerry Seinfeld or Larry David are funny. You can watch them all day. I'm not sure about Jerry's. I like Jerry Seinfeld, and I really like Larry David. In a way, you could say I'm kind of like Larry. I'm kind of like, see, I shouldn't even talk like this. It's a horrible thing to say. Thank you, Jim Johnson. This thread is great. I like to hear that. Joe, meaning dying on stage, shocking, and everyone thought part of the act, and it wasn't. Well, that's where you want to be so real that when something real happens, people are not sure that it's real. Because you're just so real all the time. Real. Cheese String is here. You were so dirty yesterday, Cheese String. So let's try to be nice today. Seinfeld, the show was funny. I don't think Jerry was a good stand-up. He got better and better, but he also wasn't. He was great. I don't want to say anything bad about him because I think he's a hardworking, great guy. Olivio is only like 30% olive oil scam, but even anything that says virgin olive oil can be fake. When I go into a room, Zinga says, people spray me with Febreze. Yeah, well, are you on a high carb diet? Are you that? If you want to smell, you can smell the diabetes. My feet used to smell. They don't smell anymore. My breath was bad. Not anymore. The whole thing was bad. Kieran Rachel from accounts. Everything that comes out of their mouths is a joke. Yes, it is. Cheese String, extra virgin olive oil is not a real. A lot of it is not 100%. I used condom stinks after use. I know from my many encounters. I assume that's a joke. Ruben comes in. He comes in and says he's Jewish, I think. I'm just guessing by the name. But garlic and olive tapenade with warm French stick and a glass of red wine, a little blue cheese. What is a tapenade? Hold on, I've got to go in the other room and take a slight break. Just talk amongst yourselves. Oh. You want a glass of water, producer? You want a glass of water? Okay. All right, where we go. Extra virgin olive oil. Okay, so let me catch up. I shouldn't have said talk amongst yourselves. I shouldn't have said that. Okay, let's get back on track. Fat vegans are a mystery to me. Do they just eat vegan biscuits? Well, why are vegans fat? Vegans are fat because there's a theory. Look at me in my glasses. I'm not sure I'm happy with this. Because I don't wear glasses. I don't need to wear glasses, but I think I just had a little bit of a slight, just want to calm down a little bit. But why are vegans fat? They're fat because they eat grains, and grains do not have enough protein in them. Oh, the plant-based diet doesn't have enough. So what happens is, let's say you need 70 grams of protein to live. And a food has 7% protein, or 7 grams per 100 grams. You've got to eat 10 times. You got to eat 10,000 grams of food. You got to eat a lot of food. That's a lot of calories. So you eat too much and trying to get your protein. Okay. So that's very interesting. That's very interesting. We're going to find out what a tapenade is. Why are you that is why you're called cheese string, says Kerry. Yes. Okay, I used condom stinks. Cheese string. Oh, I see. Cheese meaning Famunda cheese. Oh, that's interesting. Hello, Alan. Hello, Chair. Let's see. I've got a small olive tree, says Maltese Phil. The ones you eat, not the ones used for oil. I get a few off of it now and then. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. I look like a hot newsreader. I think these glasses they just don't make me look good. I look like Scott Capurro. I was vegan for a few years, ended up with type 2 diabetes. Yeah, because you're eating a high-carb diet, and plants are where the carbs are. You got to eat plants. There's no carbs in meat. Phil, diabetes can be reversed. Yes, it can be. I'm a perfect example of how it's reversed. I was very high, and now I'm low. I don't have diabetes anymore. So when they say you've got diabetes, they think, oh my God, I'm going to die. Well, that's what they used to think. The NHS and the mainstream doctors think that. I think we like the glasses. Ludovic Kennedy is in the house. Prepare for wisdom. Ludovic Kennedy. Is that Lud? I don't know if that's Lud. Warren Foster's here. I haven't seen him in a couple of days. Good to see you, Warren. Thanks for coming in. Warren's from Warsaw. We remember that. Let me clean my glasses, see if I can clean my glasses. But yes, we need a lot of... So don't eat... I'm against eating the plants. You want to be thin, like last night. What happened last night? Last night, in the middle of the night, at like 12 or 1, I normally try not to eat between dinner, which is like around 10, and when I wake up, which is around 12. I try not to eat. But at 12, 1 in the morning, I had 2 or 3 brioche rolls. You know those rolls made out of brioche. And then when I woke up when I woke up in the morning, I was 78.6, which means I had gained about 600 grams of fat from eating. And you could say, well, Lewis, that's not the case. It is the case, because for every gram of carbs, you have to have 3 or 4 sugars combined. And that's where the water weight gets stored. Okay, I remember CM Park. You're talking about that with Judels the last time. That was good. You just got back from Tenerife. Phil, Jim Johnson speaking to Phil. I've been a low carb for a long time, but it's a struggle to stay with. Yes, the going whole hog with the carnivore diet, and I feel much better. Well, Jim Johnson, we're on the same page. It's really hard to not eat carbs, and you have one little bite of anything with carbs, and you just want more and more and more. That's why we've got to fight. We've got to fight to be on a meat-based diet. Thank you very much. Yeah, so in Tenerife, yeah. You were talking about Tenerife. Yeah, so that's really good. We got to. You going out? You don't want to come on the show? You want to come and say hello? I love Aberdeen Rowells. I love Aberdeen rolls. What is an Aberdeen rolls, Ingo? We are thin. We are thin. Let's talk politics. Well, you know what? We're not thin. I believe people are not as. Look at me, my glasses look so horrible. I believe we're not as thin as we need to be. We need to be thinner. It's like me. It's like I've got this thing right here. This thing. It's not much. Can you see this? I should go over here. Can you see that? Can you see this bit here? It's not much, but it's unnecessary. And I want to be beautiful for you people, just in case you run into me. You run into me and say, Lewis, let me see your belly. Yeah. And my belly is beautifully thin. I love brioche rolls. I love brioche rolls. Brioche rolls are Alex says he likes it with chocolate, but I think it's like challah bread. Reuben, you know what challah bread is? It's like, of course you do. It's like challah bread. Liposuction. Do you really think so? I don't think liposuction would be good, says Warren Foster. Maybe it would be. Maybe it would be. We have to be strong. I could take injections maybe if I can't really because I don't want to spend the money. Ruben says Anik and Ailey wouldn't understand them. Warren would though. I don't know what that is in reference to. We're going to find out what that's in reference to. Brioche rolls are beautiful. Are really, really beautiful. Good chicken soup with rice is a nice balanced meal. Just remember the parsley. Why? Do you explain to me why that's a good balanced meal? Why balanced meals are good? Why you even say balanced meal and you think to yourself, oh, I'm great for being balanced. I don't believe that that's a good meal. I'll tell you why it's not a good meal, because rice is like filled with arsenic, and it's basically just sugar. That's all it is. It's a form of sugar. Parsley is toxic. Google toxicity of parsley, Stephen. I'm fat today, he said with a mouth full of Maltesers. Yeah, I know that feeling. I'm fat today, too. I don't know whether you were listening, but I gained 600 grams overnight. Yes. Lentil soup also is bad. It's like high in lectins or leptins or oxalates or whatever. Stay away from that stuff, Alex. You're not fat to me, but you're working on it, and I appreciate Leanne working on it. Okay? I saw a video on Twitter the other day. This is what Adam Hudson says. It was one of my favorite names. A guy said about cleaning out your colon with castor oil and some lemon. And then he said, you'll be pooping for around 5 hours. Not sure it's healthy or true. Well, you know, to me, I always think of castor oil as being not healthy, but it's probably no more healthier than any other kinds of oil. So it might not kill you putting it in there. I don't know. Why do you have to clean out your colon? Why, Adam, does it need to be cleaned out? You're just a hottie, Lewis. This is what Claire says. No matter how many times you criticize yourself. With a big heart. Thank you. It's a black country duo, says Warren Foster. Alien, whatever it is. I like challah bread. I do too. It's because it's got butter in it. It's like coated in butter. It's just delicious. Jim Johnson, he's a carnivore, which I like. I bet you're not fat at all, Leanne. Well, okay. Anyway, Jim Johnson, do you consume beef tallow? Yes, I do. Found a butcher down the street, considered buying some. I mean, I'm not a stickler with beef tallow yet, but I buy it Britannia. I buy it at Morrison's. Beef tallow is beef fat. I eat beef fat. Yeah, it's very good. I have about 20 or 30 grams of beef fat a day. You know, and also butter is great too. Jim Johnson. I just went to go and eat some Maltesers, and they have disappeared. There you go, shrugging shoulders. I use beef fat for cooking, for frying. I made some bacon, and it didn't have enough fat in it, which is like shocking. And I put in some beef fat in there. There you go. Leanne says, I love a bit of Maltese. He's flirting with Maltese Phil. Beautiful girl. Stephen, it has to be all the needed intake. Is that what a balanced diet is? But you can be carnivore and eat that stuff. Adam is right. My wife used castor oil to kickstart labor for our first kid. Why would that be something good? It's basically your body is saying, there's a high level of toxicity in your system, and you got to get the baby out because you're toxic. That's what most medicine is. It's just a bit of toxicity that makes your body think that something bad is happening. Olive oil is acceptable, though. No, I don't think it is. I mean, I do eat a little bit of olive oil, and it's maybe the better ones, but it's not that great. It's an omega-6 oil. Lots of smut and no Lorna today. No, and we're Russ. Where'd they go? We got 43 in the chat. So I thought yesterday no one would turn up yesterday from what the animosity that I was spewing out of my mouth. But you guys are here. I always buy Sunday beef joint with lots of fat on it. What's happened here? Okay, we're back on. Are we back on? Can you hear that? There we go. Gone again. We're back. Thank you very much for the message. Thank you very much. So the sound didn't go. We lost the audio. Can you hear me now? Okay, just today, Claire C, and I'm not sure about the crunch. They're not in my mouth enough time before I swallow them. You know what, Leanne? This is the problem we all have with our diets. We've got to brainwash ourselves not to eat it. Like I had 2 or 3. I don't remember how many brioche I had. I could check it on my calendar. But you just start eating. Once you have a little bit of sugar or salt, it makes you want to have more. Nobody just has 1 chips. Is it a bit low? Is it low right now, Claire? Is the volume up? Why is... Oh, I see. Yes. Can you hear now? Sorry, it wasn't up. Thank you very much. I got this thing here. It's coming out. I paid £75 for this microphone. I bought it at CEX. Okay. I was a jambungaholic in the 2000s, says Zingo. I don't even know what that is. Back on, but a little quieter. Thank you very much, Adam, Ruben, Jim, for the information. Volume is good. I appreciate that. My local store I don't even know what Tato is. Potato is probably addictive. It's made with potato and salted sugar. It's, whatever, and vinegar. Yeah, Leanne is making a joke. She's making a joke. She's very funny. I've just had the comment removed about Aberdeen. Oh, okay. How do I stop that? I don't want any comments removed. How do you... Producer?
Yeah, there is maybe an option, but there probably isn't, because if it had like a swear word in it or something, I don't know, it might have been automatically removed.
Okay, what the producer says?
They can hear.
Can they hear? Can you hear what he said? He said, Zingo says he likes bops. I don't like bops as much. They don't have any flavor to them. They have no butter. They're just plain boring bread, aren't they? Which is all right, I guess. I guess they're all right, but they're not the greatest. Maybe they're not the greatest. Anyway, so this is the sound. The sound is good. It said Michael Gove was in the nightclub in Aberdeen. What was he doing? And you sure it got taken? Oh, you know what? I'm not even looking. I'm looking. It just says, mine says top chat. Thank you for that information. Top chat. Maybe I've missed some people who want to be paid attention to. We've got over 44 people in this thing. That's so great. That is really, really good. That's really good. Volume's a bit low. Okay, let's go back on track. Okay. Jim Johnson, when he was in the UK, spent a week in Northern Ireland. Must be why I remember it. Yeah. I was in the top chat. You know what, Jim? The next time you come here, you can look up Joodles and Kerry, and you can all hang out with these people. We'll have friends here. I know, because I hear from people who've gone on Twitter and they've made lots of new friends. And that's good for me because I'm not a good friend. I'm not a good friend. I might be a good friend, if you want to talk over the phone occasionally, but and maybe I mean to actually be reliable. I'm not reliable. The Go family are from where they were big in the kipper industry. Yeah, what is that up there in that place up there in Scotland? I don't know if I want to hang out with these people. You know what? You don't know. You don't know. Some of them could be horrible. Some of them could be lovely. And even if they are horrible, I mean, I look at myself. How great am I? I'm fat. I know you don't think that I'm fat. Sometimes I don't know if I look here, you can see this thing is more of it's now getting better. It's so, I'm just so obsessed with this thing. Have you seen the video, Claire, where Google is actually scary? The comment has just been removed. I don't know. I don't know what that means, Carrie. Michael Gove was adopted as a small boy. That's very sad. And happy he's been saved. Google's. We stayed in the Airbnb west of Belfast, just off a train line. I can remember the college it was by. What was the college? Lewis, you're not fat. I appreciate you saying that. I feel fat. The problem is we don't, this is Lewis Schaffer's Fat Club, and you haven't, people are fatter than I think you're lying to me. Near the river. Strand Mills, maybe, says Judels. Is that the name of the place? What's the name of the college there? Could it have been Queen's College? Possibly. I know someone that Michael Gove was a neighbor in Kitty Brewster in Aberdeen. Is he from Northern Ireland, Michael Gove? We're all fat here, Claire. Belly high five. Claire is not fat, but the rest of you might be fat. Are you fat, Warmellian? I forgot. I don't remember. I don't have records of who's fat and who isn't. But I got a picture the other day of a woman, a very pretty woman, who sent me a horrible looking picture of her when she was fat. Two of them. Two horrible pictures when she was heavy. And then she sent me pictures, photos of when she was beautiful. And she looks like she's a hell of a lot happier being beautiful. If there's any women out there who understand this, that's me, Total Angel, hanging around, maybe a waste of stamina. Who is that me too? Is that me? In what way? Okay. I'm back in. It just didn't let me post. And it was quite nice. Okay. Why didn't it let you post? I don't like that at all. I'm first in line, Mark. Crown or no crown. I don't know why. I don't understand why aren't people getting crowns. Kitty Brewster. What a great name. It's Kitty Brewster. Yeah. It sounds like a name of somebody. Sounds like, what's his name? Girlfriend, the famous American comedian. Lenny Bruce's girlfriend, Kitty Brewster. I don't know if that's her name. Let's find out if that's a name. Can I look? Do you mind if I look and see if that's a name? So I'm not looking at the screen. I'm looking at my computer. Kitty Brewster. Kitty Brewster is a name. I don't think it's the name of a person. It's in Aberdeen. Aberdeen family. I don't think there's anybody's name like this. I don't know if it's a name, but that's interesting to me. I don't understand why is this. All right, we're not talking like this. Okay. What are you next on GB News? Lewis asked Stewart. Well, that's the question. I don't know. I've been slow fired. I think. Lewis, just say something negative about yourself, and Claire C will totally lie to make you feel better. Yes, she will. I got that feeling. She will lie. And maybe that's great. Maybe it's great. Nobody wants to be told the truth. I want to be told the truth. And I have other friends who can tell me the truth, but she's my friend who lies to me. Luckily with Claire, I don't have to lie to her. She's beautiful. So I don't have to say she's beautiful, even if she's not. And anyway, Claire actually believes it, number one, and I believe it about Claire. It's not even I believe it, it's true. Claire is great. Looking smart in your business shirt tonight. Yeah, because I haven't worn this in 71 days. This is the 71 days. Someone is watching this. Well, you know what? They got the AI thing. If you look, they've got the AI thing where they write down everything that I've said. So they are watching us. Hopefully, you're on GB News tomorrow with Alan Firth, Anna Firth. Yes, I love her. And Laza, yeah, I would do that. I mean, I like working with those people. Maybe I've seen critical, or who knows what the story is. Remember, it's a business environment, and they lie to you. They're not going to tell you, "Oh, you're doing amazing." They'll say you're doing amazing. They won't say we're not having you on the show because somebody said something to somebody. There she is. Claire says, and she loves that word besotted. But Lewis, I would never lie to you about how hot you are. I'm besotted. She's besotted. There we go. Just because Claire is besotted, that doesn't mean you have to tell me you're besotted. It doesn't mean you have to be besotted. Would be nice, but you don't have to. She's besotted. Okay. I have to say, I feel so much better having lost the weight, guys. You lost weight, Leanne. That's brilliant. The Maltese is in put down as we are still talking about weight. It's great. It's a great diet check on here. Yeah, we need to focus. It's good for me because I write down how much I weigh. How much I weigh. Let me see. This shows 68, 67. And so I've been under 79 kilograms for 3 days. 3 days. Hold on. 4 days. 5 days. 5 days. 6 days. 6 days. I've been under. It doesn't sound like much, but it is something. Does it sound like anything? So, Leanne, good on you. That's what, you know what? If I can change anything about the world, it's the food thing, because I would like to say it's apolitical, but the fact is the leftists are not keto. They can't be keto. The leftists don't believe in this food stuff. They believe in medication. Do they not? You should keep records and we are just fine. Okay. Leanne, says Claire, you are doing so well. You should be proud of yourself. Yes. Yes, Leanne. A round of applause for Leanne. Leanne. She's working. It's very hard to lose weight. It is not something that says, oh, it's nothing. You've got to totally focus on it, because one bite of one food makes you have a second bite. And we all have really positive memories about food, do we not? My father used to say food is love. We all have, and he was fat, and he died of a cerebral hemorrhage. He had type 2 diabetes. You don't want to go there. So Claire is right. Okay. Warmellion says, did you know about the exchange deal before you came into the UK, Lewis? Ben Leo and Bev Turner for one Lewis Schaffer. I wish they would send me back to America. That'd be amazing. But, I mean, I'm not as great. Sometimes I think I'm amazing. And sometimes you people tell me I'm amazing. And I think I'm amazing. But I might not be the right person for them. They could have gotten a phone call from somebody saying, hey, that Lewis Schaffer's going a bit too close to the bone. You know, he said something bad about somebody who's here. Don't say. My next journey, I think, will be back into exercise. Can't cope with what you're doing, Joe. You're going to exercise. Yeah, well, you know what? I've been exercising. I walked 21,000 steps yesterday. That's a lot of exercise. A moment on your lips, says Claire. Okay? A lifetime on the hips. Number one, it sounds true, but it isn't, because you can always get it off your hips, but it's really hard. So you don't want to go. You don't want to have a moment on your lips, because it could be a lot of years on your hips. A lifetime is only 25 years. Is that true, Mark Therosian? He asks Claire. Who doesn't want to eat good food and drink? Exactly, who doesn't? And it's addictive. It's delicious. It's good for us. I remember when I went to an Overeaters Anonymous meeting for the first time. And it was, I don't know how, I mean, I remember thinking to myself, how do you stop eating? It's not like Alcoholics Anonymous. You just say, I'm not going to do it anymore. Or cigarette smoking. I'm just not going to do it anymore. You have to eat. You have to eat. It's really, really hard. Yeah. So what else is going on? Anyway, Zingo says, Kerry, it's really cold there in the winter. I don't know where that is. Okay. The problem with being a liberal and eating meat is that it produces testosterone, and liberalism is an effeminate political ideology. Totally right. Totally right. Well, it was all veganism and liberalism and left laborism. It's all the same. It's a left wing. Why did they not want us to have meat? Because they didn't want us to be going to the carnal pleasures. So you are totally right. I've read the book myself. What was the book that I read with Nina Teicholz? Fantastic book about the big fat surprise, whatever. I don't know. We'll have to ask Grok later. What do they make of this show? What was this show about? I'm nipping out to the local chippy. Anyone want? Reuben, that's why people hate Jews, because you're making it hard for them. And Judas wants a battered sausage. I don't like the way battered sausages look. They look so ugly, the battered sausages at a chip shop. Okay. Sounds great. I did that every day when Aunt was at school, Leanne. What, the exercise? The exercise. I was just writing that. Okay, there we go. Fish, please. So, says Leanne, I mean, I would order a fish and chips. I would take the crust off. The problem with fish and chips is cod doesn't have as much fat as you'd like it to have, as I would like it to have. It's good. And the what you call it? The covering is amazing. Is amazing. Thank you, Zingo. I'm amazing. You are amazing. How do you spell your? Youre. Yeah, cod and chips, amazing. Well, Chip Shop chips are the best. They're the best. And they give you this much. They're worse than Five Guys. Too much chips. Battered sausages are the best, says Joodles. And you do not argue with Joodles. He knows her stuff. Our chips are the best, despite the fact that they're made of eyeballs and yes, they are, but who says that they're bad? Curry sauce or mushy peas? I'm not a big fan of mushy peas. I like curry sauce. Why do you buy stuff? Just to take the crusts off? That's a really good one. I mean, the pizza that I had yesterday, £1.50, that's so cheap. Because what do you like about pizza? You like the cheese, basically. A lot of times I buy a pizza like a Greg's, and I just eat the cheese. Lewis, who's that sexy-looking brute? Who's the sexy-looking brute behind you? Which one? Not this one. This one. Or this one down here. Thank you very much. Claire, you better get in there. Because Zingo. I think Zingo is a guy, though. But Zingo is fighting for Lewis Schaffer. Do not eat the bottom batter, as that's where most of the fat drains to. Feel less guilty then. What do you mean, do not eat the bottom batter? What is a bottom batter, Leanne? They should order haddock. It's fresher than cod. Could be, yeah. I'm going to need a second mortgage at this rate because he's buying all that stuff for all the people. Curry sauce, please, says Ian Higgs. Ian Higgs is here. And Daryl M is back. Savaloy with print. I don't even know what a Savaloy is. It just isn't that the sausage with really ugly color? I'm not a big fan of Savaloy, but Daryl likes it probably. Daryl. If you were my kid, Lewis, you'd have to eat your crust. Yeah, because there wasn't as much food as there was now. There's just so much food. £1.50 for a whole pizza. How cheap is that? I put extra cheese on it. I might have that for dinner. I'll have to see how many calories. Have all of you been keeping track of the calories you've had? Our local Chippy was amazing back in the day. She had crispy crumbs too, which were really good. What is a crispy crumb? No chips have been the same since. Ginny's, the Chippy, and the gravy was amazing. Well, what is a crispy crumbs, Mark J? A Leanne means the bottom of the fish. And okay, and Leanne says, what did Leanne say about the bottom of the fish? The bottom batter of the fish. Okay, she means that. Okay, I missed that. I missed that. Do not eat the bottom batter, as it's where most of the fat drains to. Oh, okay, you're against it because it's fat. Is that the only reason? Is that why you're against it, Leanne? Crusts make your hair curly back in the day. Okay. Scraps. I mean, yeah. I mean, also, you don't know the batter, you need fresh oil. And all oil is bad. Boiled oil, all those people who eat the boiled oil can die, basically. It can be not that good. Joodle's asking Leanne, she's laughing with Leanne. The nonsense we believed. Yes, the nonsense. What did we believe that was good for us? What do we believe? What do we think that was bad for us? That we believe. And you needed Lewis Schaffer to say, stay away from that parsley. You thought parsley's good for you. It's horrible. What type of pizza do I eat? I eat pizza with cheese on top and a crust on the bottom and some tomato sauce. It's the San Marco thing. It's not very good. It's not bad, but it's not very good. That's the kind of pizza. I like pizza. I go down here and I have a slice of pizza at Voodoo Ray's. Crispy bits of fish batter. Mark J. Deep fried Mars bars. I've never had one of those. That's very Scottish. You kind of believe could be good, but you're putting it in oil, which is not good. Remember the apple pips. If you swallowed one, an apple tree would grow in your stomach, in your tummy, Joodles. Yeah, that's what they used to say. But apple pips, you shouldn't be eating them. I mean, they're probably not bad for you because they go right through you. But you shouldn't eat any seeds. Seeds are bad. We believe that seeds are good. I don't eat any. I try not to eat any seeds. Have a look. 1 pound fish. Have a look. Have a look. Is that what they say on the street corners, Keith Bexley? The more toppings, the better for me. I like everything but pineapple on pizza, Alex. I have to agree with you. I mean, I like onions on pizza, and I like green peppers on pizza, and I like pepperoni on pizza. I like mushrooms on pizza. I like extra cheese on pizza. It makes it a meal. It makes it a meal. Not being health driven, says Joe. Good to see you, Joe. But I had the phone call from the doctor yesterday, and no op needed. That's so good, yes. But foot's still the same. In fact, leave that. Too depressing. And will do brilliantly on my own. No, you won't. You're going to need the advice of Lewis Schaffer, which is you've got to go low carb. If you're having feet problems, you're on a high carb diet. Stop with the carbs. You're not allowed to eat carbs if you want to save your foot. Joe, anybody want to disagree with me? Oh my God, I had deep fried Mars in the Northeast. Only ever had one. I knew I'd be addicted. Well, you can imagine. Well, if it's fried, it's because it's got the crispiness on the outside, the carbs on the outside, the carbs on the inside. How could you not be addicted to that, Leanne? How could you not? But Joe, we are with you, Joe, and we are praying for you, Joe. We are praying that Joe stops eating carbs. Let's all pray together. Let us all pray. We are not eating sugar. We're not eating pasta, potatoes, bread. We're not eating anything made out of plants. Eat raw meat. I bet it was nice. It must have been incredible. It must have been. Thanks, Ian. Thought I'd be happy, but not info. So just get on with it. Well, what do you think about what I suggested, Joe? I told you a way to heal yourself. I had gout in my feet. I had plantar's fasciitis. I had arthritis in my arm. These are all caused by the carbs. I don't have that anymore. Look at how amazing I am. Can I take off my shirt and be naked? Oh, no, I don't think I can. I'm not going to do that. I thought, okay. I smell the fish down there. Yeah. Oh, my F God, Lewis. For the gazillionth time, it was Joe's epidural. Oh, yes, it was. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Joodles. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Whatever it was. But you know what? Is she on high carb, Joe? Are you on high carb? You know, they can blame the epidural for anything. That and Parmesan pizza, my favorite things. I took away from living up there. What's a Parmo? What's a Parmo? Parmesan pizza? Parmesan sticks? Remember that? How good when those came out. When they're not that old, Parmesan sticks, maybe 20, 25 years in America. Where it was like amazing. And I remember they wrapped the pizza in the crust, had cheese in the crust, which is what made the pizza best to eat. Best to eat. God bless America for bringing pizza to the world. Am I right about that? Do you like pizza, producer? Do you like that? Let's just see. Let's just see how many calories I've had. Okay, let's have a contest. How many calories have I eaten today? Remember what I had for breakfast? I had beef, and I had and eggs, 5 eggs, and some and lots of cream, and two cups of coffee. So how many? And then for lunch, I had 110 grams of streaky bacon, and and there you go. Somebody just said I'm just great. I'm of the whole package. That's what somebody said. Somebody, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anyway, that okay. What's from Middlesbrough? Middlesbrough is almost like Scotland, kind of. It's a bit like Scotland. It's a lot of Scotland, not all of Scotland. A Parmo is a northeast thing, Kerry. Breaded chicken. It's like chicken parmesan. Oh my God, I used to eat that. I used to have veal parmesan when I was a kid before it became too expensive. Yes, yes, yes. You will have me. Yes. Okay. I'll tell you this. Okay, I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Yes, I used to eat that all the time. Veal parmesan, where you take veal and you put a tomato sauce on it, and you put mozzarella cheese, and then parmesan. It's not made with mozzarella cheese. It's not even made with parmesan cheese. Okay, I will see you. Okay, thank you very much. So you think I've had 30,000 calories, Kerry? No, no. You guessed first, so I'm going to give you the answer. I have seen pizza carnivore creations on Instagram. No, because it's cooked. We shouldn't eat cooked. If you're going to eat a cooked food, eat the real thing. You might as well have. You shouldn't. Cooking meat is not good for you. It's not the worst. Italians Americanized pizza. We never looked back since. Yes, they did. They Americanized it. They came to America, and it was a great food because it was like you could eat it standing up. You're outside for work, and you can eat it. Is mushrooms for breakfast good? I would say it's not great, but it's not super bad. It's not great, but it's not super bad. It's basically water is mushrooms. So you cook it in the fat you're cooking it in is more important. I cook it in beef fat, so it's all filled with beef fat. Alex. Parmo Butterfield chicken breast in breadcrumbs, which is paired with different sauces that you can choose. Yeah, chicken parmesan. Remember how often? Producer,
What?
do you remember how often I made chicken parmesan?
I don't know.
I made it all the time. I did. I made it all the time. I used to soak it in chicken parmesan. Oh my God, it's so good. I could probably cook that again. You take the chicken breast and you dry it off and you put it in wheat flour, and then you put it in ground up egg yolks, and then you put it in breadcrumbs, and it's delicious. Weirdly, chicken tikka masala, an Indian dish, is Britain's voted top dish. Yeah, well, it's good stuff. I don't like tikka. It's too dry, I think. If I remember correctly, I don't think I've had it to do. Nothing to do with carbs. Thank you, Joe. I apologize because I lectured you. And that's horrible to be lectured. You go, oh, come on, Lewis. I told you this before. You're not listening to me. That's what Joe is thinking about Lewis Schaffer. You said you love. I don't care about people as much as my memory is bad. Tim Taru. Welcome back, Tim. Salmon and scrambled eggs is what the British eat for breakfast on Christmas Day. You want to know something? Salmon amazing, but it should be wild salmon. It should not be farm salmon, but you could eat farm salmon occasionally, but I don't eat, I try not to eat farm salmon, Tim. Have you heard about farm salmon? Mark J. Leanne comes in and says it's supposedly not even Indian. It was created especially for us Brits. Yeah, it's quite possible. It's like fortune cookies are not Chinese. There's lots of food that have been created. Coronation chicken is another one of those things. It's not Indian. Oh my God, I'm enjoying this chat so much. So much. So much. So Tim Timoney says, we have steak Canadian occasionally for breakfast. What is steak Canadian? Beef and fried egg for breakfast. Interesting. Well, that's what I eat. I don't have fried eggs. I fry the eggs, but I try to eat the eggs raw. Tim Timoney, are you on my Twitter thing? Everybody join me on Twitter. Tim, have you pressed the like button here? The subscribe thing here? Steven subscribed. That's amazing. He subscribed today, an hour ago. So please do that. That'd be amazing. Can everybody subscribe so we're definitely above 1,000 and more people know about this and you get told about this? You don't want to miss a thing. Who knows what we're discussing? Oh, yeah, we're always discussing food. I'm always discussing food. Let's see. It's supposedly not even Indian. It was created. Okay. Leanna says, Leanne, oh, yes, I forgot. He was Scottish Indian and developed it in Britain. Scottish people did some majorly great things. They're not doing anything now, but they did a lot of great things. They're overcome by multiculturalism. Just how about we love Scotland? Lewis, sounds like a lot of cholesterol, just being nice. Well, like I always say, do not worry about cholesterol. We need cholesterol. I'm not worried in the least about cholesterol. I don't even check it anymore. I don't give a damn about it. How much Lego can you stuff up your bum? Oh, that's a joke question. I just liked, and I'm definitely subscribed, says Tim Timoney. So let's everybody give Tim Timoney a round of applause for subscribing. I appreciate that, and for liking. And Joodles comes in. And you know what? You wouldn't expect this, but Joodles comes in with a very naughty comment. She's so naughty. Depends on who's. I don't want to even say it, but you want to read Joodles' naughty comment down below. She's just naughty. She was naughty. She's naughty. Anyway, Mark Therosian. Leanne, we are totally bankrupt. Just yet. I'll Uber it for us. So Mark he spends money. He spends too much time and money in the gym, looking beautiful. So you gotta have a choice. Do you want a really handsome guy like me, or a muscly guy who probably looks good too? Okay, I'm not going to answer the question, G-string. I'm sorry. We're getting around. Who are you applauding, Leanne? I applaud you, Leanne, for number one, your weight loss. Number one. And number two, how beautiful you naturally are anyway. But you've done an amazing job. There's nothing sexier than a woman who does what she needs to do to be beautiful. And I mean that, and I hope that doesn't sound bad. Totally true. There's nothing, you got a woman who says, I love you so much, I'm going to do this to make you love me, And a man goes, yeah, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. I'm going to say it again, go for it. I mean, I don't think I look that. There's something about this angle. Maybe it's the angle. Maybe if I had an angle up here, I would look better. Maybe let me try that out. Let me see if I have something that can do this. I have this. This is just a pole. Let me see if I have something else. TV chair is coming in. TV chair is coming in. TV chair is coming in. TV chair. TV chair. TV chair. Okay, I don't have it. Thought I had it. I got this thing I bought. I got this thing, but it's not a, I mean, I could go maybe up here. I'll have to get one of those. You'd fall for any woman, Lewis. Yes. Yeah, maybe. Yes. Yeah. 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 I like women. I mean, I don't like women only. Yes, I do. I like people. I like women. I like women. Yeah, I like women. I mean, I'm not, yeah, yeah. I mean, how much do I like women? I don't know. I don't know. Alan Williams says Scotland was amazing in the Industrial Revolution. Yeah, but when they think that they say that they've been taken over by the English, they used the English to take over the world after their colony in Panama went bankrupt. But you're totally right. Mrs. Schaefer reminds you of Danny Duco in Greece, hip and with it. I used to have jet black hair. That is so nice, Tim Timony. I appreciate that so much. I'm going to give you a kiss. Imagine putting all that effort in, Kerry, and realizing you were left with that one. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Okay, I don't know what that means. I lost my place here. Let me get back on track. You always look smart in the shirt, Lud says. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, let's try to look good. I don't look as thin. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's light blue. It's a light blue shirt. Thank you, Lewis. It means a lot, Leanne. You have inspired my last 6 pounds. Yes. You look fab too, especially from the dad dancing video. Yes, I didn't even know I looked horrible. I mean, I knew I looked funny. I didn't know I looked horrible, but I looked horrible. So what we need to do is we need to just start losing weight. And the way you lose weight, who knows what the way to lose weight is? 1, we write down all of the things that we're eating. Number 2, we need to know the difference between the types of food, between proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. We need to eliminate plants and carbs. Okay? That's how we lose weight. Write down everything in the app. Here's my app. It says that I ate 1,500 calories today already. Probably not, because there was maybe 100 calories I didn't eat for breakfast. I didn't eat all of the beef. Anyway, I'm not anti-cholesterol. Your body makes 75% of the cholesterol. Exactly. It's important for, exactly. And I'm going to ask you a question, Mark, because you're up on this stuff. How many steps are involved in making cholesterol in the body? How many steps? Because it's got to like split stuff and split stuff and split stuff. It's important for hormones and overall health. In fact, more heart disease and illness occurs in people with low cholesterol. 100% agree with you. I totally agree. Mark could help you. If you're a girl or whatever, speak to Mark. Lewis, thank you for remembering. Not carbs, bad epidural, and that weird worse leg stuff. But it's fine, apparently. All good. Well, let's hope it's all fine. Yeah, it's good. It's all good. But if you're not eating any carbs, I apologize. But you might be lying to me. People lie to me all the time. Lewis, you look great on screen. I guess maybe I don't think that I do. There's not enough. Maybe. What about people who eat fried Mars bars, Mark? I don't know. What is that? Yeah, you can have occasional fried Mars bar, but as you get older, it could give you a heart attack. I will never stop eating plants, says Kerry. Okay, and I will never stop loving you, no matter what happens, Kerry. So that's the price you pay. Are you going to go running?
No.
No, okay. Yeah, cholesterol is just 25% of it. Is that what you're saying, Mark? Thanks, Alan. Doctor stuff is kind of parallel universe, Joe. Yeah. I'm Friday, which is 2 days from today. I'm getting a thing stuck up my bum, and I don't know if I want to do it. I'm a bit not a bit nervous. I just don't think you shouldn't irritate. Like I have said this many times.
You're going to enjoy it. It'll be fine.
I will enjoy it,
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun. The producer says that me sticking something up my bum will be fun.
You'll enjoy it.
I will. I enjoy it. It's like having a party done, but also be a member.
You'll be the center of attention. You'll have all these medical things done to you.
Yes.
What I know about irritation are just complete bullshit, and if you
don't say that. Don't curse. You think it's
you can curse. It's fine.
You think it's bull.
Yes.
Because my theory is that irritation causes inflammation.
Yes, it's completely bullshit. Yes.
Okay, thank you. My son thinks that what I say is bullshit.
If you, I will shout at you if you don't do it.
Yeah, and he's insisting I go. He believes in it.
Yes, I believe in medicine. Yes.
I believe in Boom, the producer. What does that mean, Boom? Does that mean he's right, Joodles? You know, whatever. The orthodoxy on cholesterol is one of the biggest lies in medicine. Completely true, Vatanai. Totally true. Completely true. And then they tell you you should take a pill. They should basically tell you should eat horrible vegan food to lower your cholesterol. Horrible. Warmelin, this is one of the guys here. He says that you're completely out of line. He's taking my side. I'm with you, Warmelin. I mean, yeah, Boom, Joodles. You know who Joodles is. She says that you're right. And she's usually right. She can be a bit wrong. But you know what Joodles did the other day, did you see? She actually said she backtracked on something, which was really nice. It really, really was nice. Anyway, especially okay. What about GMO crops? I don't think themselves are the issue, but the fact that it allows them to spray poisons on the food supply. Yeah, I'm against it. They're the animals' food supply because I don't eat the GMO crops. I don't eat the crops directly, but the animals do. You know, the animals do. You have to go, Lewis. Where am I going? Where am I going, Leanne? Where am I going, Leanne? Anyway, I'm against GMO crop. I'm against all crops, basically. I'm against it. We were talking about shaving. I prefer waxing. You know what? I'm of two minds. If you shave, if you wax, if you let it grow, I like it just the same. I like it just the same. I was shaving. Please, cheese string. Please, please, please. I don't believe that. I don't think you're a girl. No girl would say that. A doctor stuck something on my bum once, says Alan Williams. But she was my girlfriend. It was fine. A doctor. Is that true? Is that true? It's true. Joodles comes in. Always has something to say. You do have always something to say, do you not, Joodles? Organic is the biggest lie going. Organic, she says, with quotation marks, Joodles says. Farmers can use so many more pesticides in the UK than normal farmers. Is that true? Is that true?
No.
It's not true. I've been told by the producer that's not true. Remember, Joodles agrees with you.
Not compared to America.
He says even compared to America.
Not compared. Not
compared to America. Leanne says, Joe, Leanne, thanks. I'm in a weird situation right now. I felt great yesterday. Ray no op, but I still feel a bit different. Yeah. Yes, it happens. I'm always getting tested. I believe in tests. I don't believe in the doctors to analyze them necessarily, but I believe in the tests. This chat gave me avocado man is here. It's always something weird when avocado says something, and I don't like avocados. I mean, you can eat them, but they're not the best. They're a plant. It is true that there's more organic. Why would there be more stuff than non-organic food? Joodles. That's a question. Do you know when your man can see okay, Lewis. Lewis doesn't believe I could date a doctor. I do believe it, but we have to know that in advance in order for it to be a joke. I might believe you, Avocado Man, but Lewis won't. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying not to eat any plants or as much plants as I used to eat. I mean, I used to have 350 grams of plants a day, and then I went down to below 50. So that's a big, big change. Vatanai says, I had a colonoscopy. It was interesting to see my large bowel. The enema was being the only unpleasant bit. Within seconds, the stuff being squeezed in, I had to poo explosively. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. I wasn't speaking about the poo, but thank you, Vatanai. I think that's gonna happen. I've got the thing, I've got to drink the dye. Okay. One person's wrong is another person's right, and vice versa. It's like a jigsaw puzzle with health. There is a right way and a wrong. I hope I'm eating the right way. I hope. In the bedroom, I have broads call me Avocado Man. Why? Because you got big. I don't even know where we're going with this. Yes, Vatanai, it's horrific. I had I had to abandon a colonoscopy once, though. I couldn't take the inflammation. They brought me back and gave me Rohypnol the next time to like knock you unconscious. Yeah, could be. I mean, I had a colonoscopy and they put me out. It was the gay doctors who were famous for doing bad things to their patients. Not that all doctors do that, but they were famous for this. This chat is mainly middle-aged men using female profiles. Yeah, could be. Could be. I don't know. Yeah, could be. I mean, because men like being women. Avocado Man. I dated a doctor once. Sorry. I mean sedated once. You didn't date a doctor. You sedated a doctor. There you go. I'm surely not. No, Leanne doesn't appear to be a man. So I stand up for Leanne. And Judith promises that she's a woman. Okay, so that's two. Shanks, I had an endoscopy of my urethra. Ouch, was that really painful? Shanks, that must have been so painful to stick something up. I mean, I had something done myself when I was in Europe when I was 18 years old, and I thought I had something. I was paranoid even there. I went to have it done, and the doctor looked at me and said, "Why are you wasting our time? Why are you wasting our time?" But it was paid for by the Danish government back in the day. What have crops done to you? Who are you talking to? Yeah, they made me fat. They gave me diabetes. They gave me plantar fasciitis, gout, arthritis in my elbow and my knees, and knee surgery. They made my mouth bleed. Yeah, they're bad. They're bad. Plants are really bad. I'm against plants. They give you a local anesthetic, so it didn't hurt that much. It would just until they give you a rub down afterwards. This is not a joke. When I was younger, I was so horny and stuck a pencil up myself. Yeah, that could be quite common, I think. I had a P reduction surgery. I only have one now. These are the jokes. These are the jokes. It's like, let's spend time and make jokes. Or it could be a lot of AI bots, hence the lack of faces in the profiles, hum. But you think if they're an AI bot, they could come up with a face. Oh, well, don't, Tim. I'd forgotten to write an algorithm today. Well done. Well, don't? Is that what you mean? Do you write that? Well done. Oh, well done, Tim. I'd forgotten to write algorithm. And you came up, okay. Or it, says Mark the Rosian. Rub and tug afterwards. Rub and tug. Lewis, were you ever invited to Epstein Island? No, but luckily I wasn't invited because luckily I would have gone. Somebody wants to be nice to me, I'll follow them anywhere. And I'll go, oh yeah, that's lovely. That's the kind of guy that I am. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Avocado Man said, no, have you been invited there? Have you ever done anything like Epstein? Who knows what he even did? I don't even know. Hey, everyone. Sorry I'm late today. Kerry Macca's in the house. Hello, Kerry Macca. We are all great on here. And hi, Kerry Macca, yeah. Why are we writing algorithm? Why are we writing algorithm? Why are we writing algorithm? Is that my... I can never know. I can never know. So Joe is feeling better. She's... Kerry Macca comes in there and she's glad about this thing. She's really glad. And that's the interesting thing. Thanks for pointing that out, Shanks. Holly is not here today. Holly's not here, and that's what's really good. I think when you're nice to people don't like it. They want an argument. I like an argument, but when we didn't give her an argument, we were being nice. I hope I was being nice, and now she's not here. Kerry, I bet your thing is wider. Can we be nice? Can we not talk like that? Sorry, teacher. No. Oh. I find it funny. I can't read the thing. Am I allowed to read the thing? Holly turns up at about 1/2 past. Well, we're at 1/2 past, Leanne. I mean, Joodles. So she might turn up. I mean, you could leave when she turns up, and I mean, I'll try to. And what we'll do is, if you can do me a favor when she turns up, you can ask her questions. You can come up with answers to the statements that she's making. Okay, so there you go. Leanne agrees. She only comes in about now, and we're at 1/2 past. I can't read this. I don't know because I can't trust myself to read this. What TV are you watching, Vatanai? Says Shanks. We don't watch TV because TV is owned by the BBC. So why would we watch the political arm of the state, of Team World? Not even the state, of Team World. Why watch those people? Why are we sending them? I don't know. I shouldn't even talk like this. But the BBC is the second worst thing about this country. That's what I believe, Shanks. That's what I think, Tim. Yes, but you have to remember how we work this, Tim. Do you like sports, Tim Timony? 6:06 or 6:07 is when we get to the flurry of "I love you" texts. Around 6:30 is when Holly appears. There you go. Well, why don't you send me an "I love you" text right now, Joodles? Why don't we do that? We've got 40 viewers. We've had such a good run of 40 viewers. That's so good. That's really, really good. Is it not really good? I think it's really good. Why would I do that? Because it would really bother me. I would think to myself, does she love me? Do you love me? For 25 years, I've cooked for you. I don't know, because you might want to. I don't know. I like parking your bicycle in an airplane. Like, are you being not nice to, who are you not being nice to? Now you're not being nice. I don't care if people are mean to me, but if you're mean to somebody else on this chat, it makes me really unhappy. Avocado. I don't know who you're being mean to. I'm gonna block you. Should I block you, Adam? I mean, block you, Avocado. My office is round the corner to the BBC on Regent Street, which makes me sick when it's in view where I'm walking. Yeah, it's evil. They're totally evil. They're propaganda for Team World, and Team World hates you. They hate the state. Yeah, it makes you sick. Shanks. It was on Channel 4, embarrassing bodies, prostatic massage and endoscopy for prostatitis. Yeah, I could watch that. That sounds all right. Girl from Mars is here, coming in late, but good. We got 30 minutes to go, so I'm going to spend the last 30 minutes with you. I hope. So thank you very much, Girl from Mars, which is a song. I like sports, from tiddlywinks to taekwondo. Is taekwondo a sport? I guess it is a sport. It's a competitive sport. I like football. I'm not a huge football lover. I mean, tell you, baseball is such a great sport to watch. It's so deep. It's really deep. I love it. Lewis sings Fiddler on the Roof. Yeah. For 25 years, I've cooked for you. Lewis, it was in response to a comment. No, we don't. No. We don't call anybody that. Okay? We're nice to each other. Even if she's not nice to you. If she's not nice to you, you say, Lewis, can you disconnect her? And then we'll go from there. Lewis, we'll only be reading out the paying super chat soon. I don't think so. I think we're not behind. We're not behind. We got 40 people in the chat room. We've been 40 for a long time, and that's really, really great. Don't get into a fight, Avocado. Anyway, Jenny's here. Jenny 1007 or Jenny 1007 just tuned in. Hello, Jenny. War Malone has been here the entire time. It's very common, says Alan Williams. What did he say? What did he say? No. You know what? No. We're not playing that. We can't do that, Avocado Man. We can't do that. Okay, 6:34 for Holly. Is Holly here? Someone give me a. Did she come in? Where is she? Where's Holly? Is she here really? That's amazing. It's amazing. Maybe she is a bot. Where did you? I don't see her name. Oh, Holly Hills. Hi, Far Right. Hi there, Holly. How are you? How's your day been? How's your day been? Have you had a panic attack? Have you been to any demonstrations? Should I block him, Mark J? It's on live chat. It's on live chat. Yes, here. It's live chat. What should I do, Mark? Should I block him? Because he's very angry at somebody else in the chat. We can't have that. I've been home playing with my cat. Okay, I have a friend who plays. Lewis. Leave Avocado alone. Okay, I'll leave Avocado alone. Why? But I'll leave him alone. Okay, it's up to you, Lewis, says Mark J. Holly, what cat do you have? I've got a friend of mine. She's got a really red cat. I mean, all cats have horrible names. Lewis would like you to take you up on your offer. Lewis would like to take you up on your offer. What was her offer? I've been home playing with my cat. Oh, I see. I didn't understand she was making a joke. You're right. You are right. Lewis, we aren't fascists here. Who knows? What does it mean to be a fascist? Usually, as I always say, the people who call you a fascist are usually the fascists. The people who call you bad things usually are those bad things. Look at all the Democrats. How the Democrats were so anti-democracy. They were against elections. And they were calling the Republicans that. So there you go. Yeah, we aren't. Maybe we are. Who knows? And does it matter? Who knows? Things change over time. Yes, Leanne, singing was part of my work. My voice doesn't cooperate so well these days. Yeah. Cats are adorable, says Warmelin. What's your cat called, Holly Hills? Are you been racist today? I mean, we haven't been. Should we be racist? You have a very glamorous accent for staying in the UK, mate. Okay. Who is that? Is that me? Yeah, no, I just haven't listened to anybody in order to take my accent away. Cookie is my cat's name. That's a cute name, Cookie. That's a cute name. Fascist. Anyone who doesn't agree with me. Modern meaning. No. Anyone on the left who doesn't agree with me. We're all racist every day, Holly. And transphobic and far right and climate deniers. Well, I am every day. I'm every day. If I loved you, from Carousel. Was the knee up again? Did I have my knee up again? Let me put my knee up. Bill Clinton was definitely suspicious of what? Hi, Holly. We have 6 cats. I love cats. Lewis is only interested in being a grammar Nazi. And a food Nazi, too. I'm a grammar Nazi, I'm a Nazi in a lot of ways. Oh, my mom thinks Black Velvet. Dad thinks Empire State of Mind, Part 2. But recently, it has to be that song of the cartoon K-pop video, Demon Hunters. It's what it sounds like. I absolutely love, Joe. I guess you're listening to your favorite songs. A carbonazole. I don't know. You know it's Galactus. Is it Galactus? Okay. Holly Hills, thanks, people. Thanks to people like Lewis, now poor immigrants have been forced out of their hotels. People, imagine the fear and anxiety in their faces, and you have the comfort of your home and everything else, and be grateful. Yes. It was really bad to let them in the country illegally and then giving them a hotel. So who's to blame for that? Who's to blame for that, Holly Hills? Stop saying cat. My dog's running around looking for a freaking cat. What kind of dog do you have, girl from Mars? That's quite cute. We're all guilty of making immediate and fresh judgment and characteristics, attributes of people. Yeah. We do that. Tim Timoney says 6 cats. Is that for luck? Oh, we're singing songs. We're singing songs. Some good songs here. Here we go. Here we go. The psychometer has been dialed up. I don't know what that means. There should be a period or something in there. Laugh out loud. Sorry, I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is. I'm gonna just an American Bill Mastiff. Her name is Doris. A Bill Mastiff or a Bull Mastiff? Are you allowed to have a Bull Mastiff? You are simply racist for not wanting the immigrants fleeing war for a better life. Never said anything against Ukrainians. Did you wonder why? You like Ukrainians because they're team world, because they hate Russia, because Russia's against team world. So that's why you like Ukrainians. I don't like the Ukrainians. I don't hate the Ukrainians, but I don't think we should die for the Ukrainians. Do you believe every person who comes into this country is good and wants to fit in? That's a really good question. Ask that question. Yeah, do you believe every person, Vatanai asked, who comes into this country is good and wants to fit in? Yeah, wait till they start focusing on you, these people. Judels thinks fleeing with an A. There's no... Is that the right spelling for fleeing? Is that a real word, fleeing? Yes, yeah, those F-L-E-E. What an amazing Freudian slip, I guess. Adam Hudson says, the people fleeing war, he spelled it a different way, have official roots already. Yeah, they know how to flee war. And even if they want to flee war, they shouldn't go to our country to take them in, unless they're being killed and unless they're going to help our country by helping our economy. They're not helping our economy. These people hate us. They don't want you to have a dog. You have a cat, so you don't care. But people who have dogs, they want your dog dead because Muhammad didn't like dogs. What do you think of the British eradicating bears and wolves, Chief? Are they eradicating bears and wolves? I don't know. The country is way too crowded, but you got to have the animals. It's their home too. I don't know. It was a question for Holly. Holly's not answering the question. Had me in the hospital twice. Can't hold her. But when she can't hold her when she sees a friggin' cat. Yeah, I'm against those kind of dogs. John Van Damme is here. Girls don't like boys. Girls like cars and money. Great song. Because they are horrible. Yeah, they don't like boys. I mean, they can like boys, but they don't like boys as much as we want them to like us. They don't like the lesser boys, the 5'10" boys like me. Holly Hills wants a young, fit immigrant man to take care of her. Yeah, and he will take care of her. He will take care. Pussycats are taunting her, a girl from Mars. Sorry, you on the receiving end. Jules asked, what's stopping them from staying at home and making that place better, Holly? Why are they so incapable? Yeah, exactly. They have enough money, more money than you probably have, even though you're on benefits, more money than I have, to come here. It could cost 10,000, 20,000 pounds. I'm not saying that because I have way more than that. I'm not going to admit to that little. Are you one of those who say my legs are open for immigrants only? I didn't see that, but I can imagine some women saying that, basically. Some women. No man can get near me, terrified of my dog. You have a boyfriend. So so no man is getting near to you. You want a man who gets near. Holly maybe wants an immigrant boy to control so she can threaten to send him home when he won't do what she wants to, in my opinion. That's funny, John Van Dam. You don't know. The whole thing is about, like what I said last night, is power for women. That's why I'm against feminism. All kinds of feminism. And mass immigration is here to scare the girls, the boys, to scare the local indigenous people. Shut up, Judel, says Holly Hills. You know why they have shit living conditions. You know they have shit living conditions. They are human and they deserve what we have. You don't deserve what you have because you are getting something for nothing, Holly, and you've never said thank you. So you do not deserve it. So don't give away what the people here who actually work for a living and their families work for a living to give away. That makes me angry because you're not only are you ungrateful, okay? You're a thief and you're giving that stuff away, Holly Hills. You know, where is the money to dye your hair? Where is the money to pay for the NHS because you've got thyroid disease? There are living conditions in Birmingham, London, Millsborough. What's your point? She wants to give away our stuff. I earn benefits, and what I am and I am unwell. Stop hating. Yeah, we hate you. Because you're an embarrassment. You don't say thank you when people are giving you stuff out of the goodness of their heart. And you do not earn benefits. You collect benefits because we leave them on the side of the road for people like you who are side of the road. See, now I'm being mean. I know, isn't that funny, Vicky? Armitage Biddy. It's so funny. She earns benefits. Are there toilets? Are there open toilets in Birmingham? Yeah, maybe there aren't, but let them fix their own toilets, Holly Hill. You are talking about toilets. Have you ever built a toilet? Have you ever paid any money to have a toilet built? No, you don't do anything. You just want money, money, money. You're so greedy, Holly Hills, but you're still pretty. I would still do you. Okay. Sorry. Somebody sends me a message. Sorry. I'm saying sorry. One of our doctors, says Vatanai, who's from Afghanistan, wants to make us all Muslim. Do we want to be made Muslim? Yeah, I went to a doctor, he's Muslim, and I wanted to ask him, do you want me dead because I'm a Jew? Nobody hates Holly. I hate Holly. I'm sorry. I hate her because she's ungrateful. That's the worst. And I'm ungrateful, Joodles. I shouldn't say this. She's a user and she thinks she earned it. She's never done anything in her life. And she wants to give away my money. There's a one finger for that. Okay. It could possibly be that the boys are horrible. So the girls, sorry. The amount of pollution in some of the war-torn countries are killing them. Well, stop burning stuff. Oh my God. I don't even believe she's a real person. I think Holly is a character, not serious. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I'm not as upset as you think I am. I know you think I am. One of the most giving countries. Yes, England is. Go ask some of the other countries like China to open their doors. Or like Egypt to let the Palestinians in. Or, they don't want them. If a Muslim woman talked to you, would get a boner, but don't want them coming in. Make it make sense. We don't know. That's not necessarily true. It doesn't give me a boner because I don't see what they look like. And a lot of them are fat because they're on high-carb diets. Now they create 10 times more pollution. And now they create pollution in their own country. And I'm in the park picking up their rubbish. Okay, that's basically true. Let's see. Laugh out loud. Holly Hills, 1 million. Thanks, Joodles. It's been tough bringing up 5 children alone. I have no family. So grateful for my children. Yeah, we should care about our own kids first, about British kids first, before we care about people from other countries that Holly is giving our money away. Personally, I'd say we should kick her out of the country. We'd force her to live. Well, 1 for 1, we should kick Holly out of... Who wants to kick Holly out of the country? She's a sick Muslim person. Maybe she should be kicked out of the country. I'm not saying that. If a Muslim woman gives you a boner, then so must the letterbox, 4 million. That's funny too. Lewis looks great. Maybe Godfather 3. Not the original Godfather, but still good. It wasn't that good. Godfather 3 wasn't very good. I saw that movie. It wasn't that good. All right. We're gonna end the show in about 5 minutes. You hate Muslims. You are racist. Muslims hate me, Holly. And they hate you too, I assume. I don't even know who you are, but they probably hate you. I hate you. I hate you because not once have you said thank you to the people who've helped you. And then you say we should give them money. So That's from the river to the sea. Is that the way you spell sea? Yeah, it means killing Jews, which you're an anti-Semite. And Islam is not a race. Joodles. That's interesting. Says Joodles, and so does Shanks say that. So that's right, and so does Warmelian say that. It's not a race. And even if it is a race, if a certain group of people want to kill you, you can't let them in the country. Probably a Tony Blair, a Tony Robinson liker. Is that the right Tony? Is that the right Robinson? Okay. I wouldn't be here without my children. I'm sure thought a lot about exiting this tough existence. Yeah, please don't go. Tony Robinson, Shanks laughing. Thank you for laughing. I did laughing. Holly, have you got the slightest grasp of economics? You genuinely don't seem to understand money. You don't earn benefits. They are benefits. Clue is in the name. There's something good that we're doing. Holly is definitely a setup. Yes, she is. I am dyslexic. You're not dyslexic because every dyslexic person knows how to spell dyslexic. You're not dyslexic. A girl from Mars. I can imagine. It must have been horrific. What was horrific? Raising 5 kids? Not that horrific. It's not horrific to raise 5 kids. I raised 2 kids, and they're the best thing. Best thing. And they tell you it's a horrible thing. No, it's the best thing. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me, basically. You know, I'm a much nicer person. I think Holly is an incognito regular. Lewis. Someone playing games. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, Holly is extremely generous with other people's money. Yeah. And she's generous. She gives away other people's money, and she's just thinking, well, I could have taken that, so I'm a great person. No. You are a sick porn addict and think all the women are thin and have pink vaginitas. Am I a sick porn addict? Not anymore, since your Keir Starmer made it impossible to watch. I probably am. It's horrific to raise 5 kids on your own when your husband dies. Oh, did your husband die? Well, that's horrible. That is really horrible. That is horrible. You have 5 of his kids. Is that true? I don't mean to. I'm so bad. I'm really bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway, your arguments don't matter because you admit you don't understand. Yeah. She can't read. She can't write. She has panic attacks, and we don't even know if she's like a real person. Will you be taking a holiday this summer, Lewis? I should. Shouldn't I take a holiday? We've been doing this for 71 days. I should take a holiday. I mean, if I take the train down an hour away, I feel like I'm on holiday. Yeah, Shanks. Yes, or an older one, like Slumber. Okay. Girl from Mars. They're aged 2 to 21. At the time, lost everything. Yeah, that's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad, you know. Coach, we should do a coach trip. Remember that. Oh my God, girl. We're here if you need anything. Well, you speak for yourself, Joodles. But I think that's really nice. That's really nice. 71 days, Tim. You have to take us with you, though, Lewis. Yeah. Well, we should go on the bus, and we should all do a coach trip somewhere. The Jetster. You're definitely you're one of the earliest followers that we've had. A Schaffer bus tour. Let me write that down. I used to write down everything on a piece of paper, but I don't anymore. You know, and every more. Okay. We've got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. My Weaver's here. What does that mean, that kind of orange flag? You're amazing, says Leanne. Yeah, we're really loving. We're loving people, and we say thank you. We say thank you for the money that the people of this country has given us. Thank you, Britain. Okay? I say I thank Britain for my British wife who gave me 2 children. I say thank you to you two, for you people too, for listening to this craziness. I say thank you. I say thank you when I go to the NHS. I go, this is amazing. Thank you to the NHS. Take the National Express when your head's in a mess. They will make you smile. I do. I take the National Express a lot of places, and the other one, Megabus, too. I haven't gone on Flix yet. My synopsis on Holly. Okay, but pay attention, everybody, because this is someone whose opinion I respect all of your opinions, but she probably might be right. Holly comes in at 6:30 after work. I'm 90% sure it's a man trying desperately to misspell stuff to seem legit. Don't say just your take. I'm going to say that sounds reasonably true. Comes in 6:30, right? She takes the train home from somewhere, and then she misspells stuff, repeating all of the things. Why is she doing this? Why is Holly doing this? Thank you, Shanks. 42. Very good. 40, 71 straight days we've been at 41. That's so good. Yeah, you've gotten a thank you, producer, from Warmelian. We reluctantly thank the producer, too, even though he doesn't appreciate the show he produces. He kind of does, kind of. Maybe he doesn't. How many subs do we have? Oh, they only go up by 100. You won't see 105, 106. That's a bit scary, really. Maybe they don't want people to unsubscribe. The misspelling is intentional. That's what Shanks agrees with Joodles. Holly Hill says no, that's not true. A very simple no. Holly is Howie. No, because I think Josh could do a funnier version of this, a better version of this. Definitely, Shanks. I had to fight autocorrect to write fleeing. Good point. 71 straight days. The producer is a bit like Max Bialystock. Yes, he's sitting here getting mad at me, and I'm saying this is the way we make money. Very interesting, Tim. You're like Max Bialystock. You know who that is? Producer. Lucy, the shows are getting more feisty and more interesting, so it's all good. Do you think so? Could we just spend 2 minutes talking about the shows? Are they getting feisty and more interesting? Do you want us to have more guests? Should we have a guest on every show? I'd also go as far as to say that Holly L is an actual fan of Lewis. Oh, I see. So she's making the shows more interesting. I'm embarrassed. Maybe I sent the subliminal message to her, and that would be like cheating. The Producers, brilliant movie. Yeah, it was The Producers. Yes, The Producers with a thing and a period. Have you changed your name? Only asking if I can't believe I missed the donut. I don't know. Guests are good too, says Shanks. We are your guests, says Girl from Mars. Yes, you are. It's like we're doing a show. I don't need to have somebody else on stage with me. You're the guest. You are far-right bullies. You've said that before. Say something else. I think it's a sock account. That means it's a made-up account. Holly should be a guest. You want to be a guest, Holly? You want to come in? You'll come into... And I have my son here to make sure that I'm not bad. Holly wants every person to come into the UK until it affects her. No benefit money, no NHS apps or space, because the country is overpopulated, yeah. And it's no longer a Christian country which gives stuff to people anymore. God bless the Christians. Shush Weavers, guest on every show, you say this. That comedian Adam was cool the other day, yeah. Lewis has a wardrobe full of crusty cum socks. I wish I did. I wish I did have that. I mean, unfortunately, it's not working down there as much as I'd like it to work, so there's not much. It's not quite as crusty. There's no crust. You have to have, something to make the crust. So the answer, I appreciate you saying that, Holly. It's not hard to be a fan of Lewis, Lud says. Well, I appreciate that, too. That's really nice. I meant Holly is probably far right, laugh out loud, Mark J says. Yeah, I could see that. That seems almost likely. I'm not far right, just right, says Jenny. Yeah. Oh, my God, it's a crusty wank. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could produce that, but I can't. Maybe that's a bit too dirty on my part. That was one of the best shows, Tim Timony. Which one? The one with Adam? Yeah, it was good. Not this Adam. It was always good, but I'll put a fiver on that. The Producers was amazing. The Producers, this doesn't need to be an exclamation, or whatever, call it, an apostrophe. I might check that out tonight. The Fart Right. The Fart Right. Let's see. Crusty Socks. Funny. Well, that's what guys have to do. You've got 5 kids. Lewis, the shows are getting more feisty and more interesting, so it's all good. Do you all agree with that? Say it loud, say it clear. Refugees are welcome here. Well, you have no right to welcome anybody because it's not your money. If it is what you're saying, who knows if you're real? Can you put up a poster so we know you're real? I mean, I don't seem like I'm real, but I'm actually a real person. No, Lewis, it's sock account of the one that was Krusty Wank Sock. And he hasn't denied it. Oh. I'm not smart enough to keep up with you people, but that's true. So you're not Krusty Wank Sock. I could see that, yeah. He's someone who needs attention. Which is, we all need attention. I need attention. I'm an attention seeker. I wear a high-vis jacket around the house because I'm an attention seeker. Can a group of people from different parts of the world who work and travel, I can have an open debate, be far-right bullies? Maybe we can, but let's say we are. Why can't we have a right to exist? Anyway, whether we can debate or not, Mark. Disgusting comment, Holly. Your mind is dirty. And you are everything you are fighting against, like a schoolyard bully, name-calling. It's so sad. I really feel sorry for you for all the hatred you hold. Yes, if she's Holly, if she's not Holly, she could be whatever the name that Judel says. You must have done it so much before, you dirty man. There were times, maybe not as much as you think. Anyway, okay. Holly, Lewis, the shows are getting more feisty. You said that. How many times can you say that? So all good. You said that every single time. You said that 3 times already, but I appreciate it. I'm looking for someone else to say something. She changed the name of her cat as well. Oh, so she couldn't even come up with a dog or something. She said, it's a man. It's a man, yeah. It's a man. So should I block her? I want to have some authentic person on here, a woman, a girl, something. Lewis, we have no bears or wolves in the wild. Better gone in my V. What does that mean? In my V. Okay. So that's our show. Our show is over. So everybody say thank you to everybody. A limited and strictly controlled number of refugees are welcome here. I say no refugees. Maybe I'm not sure I do. But definitely not the ones they're letting in, not Muslim ones who hate us. And if you're Muslim and you do not hate me, why aren't you listening to this show? Why aren't you going? Yeah, we're against that. I am not whoever you think. Okay, I think we might have to. Yes, you are, Krusty. But that's okay. Okay, Joodles is becoming a bit more flexible. We'll have to talk about it in tomorrow's show. We'll have a little vote. Maybe we should do a poll. Should we block or we'll do something so that Holly Hills can't join us again? Because we don't know who she is. If we knew who she is, we could have a really good time, but we can't. Lewis is the only refugee we accept. Thank you very much, Jedster. Watch only Fools and Horses tonight, Lewis. Why? I don't like Labor voters, so I'm going to a Labor rally, and I can insult them. It's very sad existence to be like that. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Oh, in my view, that's what IMV means. Thank you, Timothy. I didn't know that. Okay, so I'm gonna say bye-bye to everybody. Tomorrow, if you're listening now, we will have this discussion. I want to thank everybody who's been here. Keith, the Jedster. I'm going to go to see if sort of who's in the top of the list up here. Warmellian, Mark J, Avocado Man, Warmellian, Holly Hills, whoever she is, Joodles, Tons and tons of people. Shanks. Yeah, these are people who are on. They've all said nice things about you, producer. Ian Higgs. Did this show sound interesting, vaguely?
I wasn't listening.
He puts his earphones on super high now.
I do actually.
You do, yeah.
Well, even when I'm not listening to anything, I put on music very high so I don't have to hear.
Don't have to hear. He's living in a blanked out world. Tim Timoney, Adam Hudson, Lud, thank you for coming in. Girl from Mars, Vatanai, thank you very much. Alan Williams, loves cats. John Van Dam, Shanks, Joe. These are great people. These are really great people. Cheese string. I didn't know what that meant. That could be a sock puppet or whatever. Let's see who else is here. I think Joodles. I guess thank Joodles again. She was really, really helpful today. Armitage, my friend Vicky. Beautiful girl from up in Leeds. Beautiful. Really, really great. Jedster is one of the oldest followers here. We've had over 40. So say goodbye, everybody. Mark J. Say goodbye. Prado, we didn't even say a chance to say hello. Yo, dude, good to see you. We'll speak to you tomorrow or the next day. Shush Weavers. Coastal Casting. That's what she says. It's been so good. Okay. I'm saying we're putting you on hold. We're putting you on ending the stream. We'll see. And I'm going to sign off in 2 minutes.